individually metered. What does that mean? It means the tenants pay their own utilities. I don't want an all bills paid property. All bills paid property tend to be C-class properties. They're C-class properties. So, you don't really want to deal with having to pay the chiller boiler, having to pay, everyone's utilities. And so stay away from that type of property, because whenever the tenant is in partnership with the utility company against you, you always lose. All right. And whenever you're looking at an all bills paid property, you're tending to be looking at a C-class property. All right. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing it. Now there's you can all obviously, and this is a mistake many new investors make, is they all think, oh, I'm going to buy this all bills paid property and I'm going to convert the utilities to tenant paid. And I'm going to draw all that money is going to disappear off the expenses and my NOI is going to skyrocket and blah, 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 blah. Heard it a million times. If you don't know that market and you think this is just what you're going to do and you haven't done any market research in that neighborhood, you could blow it big time. How do I know, Manish? Because I did it one time in Cincinnati. I thought I was a genius. And I went out there and said, oh, we're going to, convert and they're going to pay a RUB system and blah, blah, blah. They hightailed it out of there. My occupancy tanked. It was terrible. And sure enough, it failed because I didn't know that in that marketplace, I was surrounded by multifamily property that were all bills paid property in a C-class market. And C-class residents don't pay their utilities. They do all bills paid. So when I tried to convert it, they said they voted with their feet and their pocketbook and they left. So that's one of the things you want to stay away from, these all bills paid. And the other thing too is when you start looking at these guys who are in the process of converting, and you'll see a lot of this happening, and oh, it's going so great. And in the pro forma, they tell you how those numbers are going to look, 10 years down the road because we converted to a RUB system. Don't fall for it. If these guys have not completed the RUBS conversion for at least 2 years, and you got to see what the occupancy has done over that 2-year period, the experiment is going to be transferred with the title, and you're going to be the scientist, and you might not make it fly. Okay, and then the final mantra that we go through is some type of a management issue that we can get in there and fix. What does that mean? Anything, but it starts a dialogue between you and the broker. And you can say, well, why is he selling? What's going on with the property? You can really get that broker in there to start talking. That's the key. So that is what, my mantra, and it's all because I've owned property where I've learned what is the easiest type of properties to own and operate. And that's why I say what I say when I'm looking for deals. I look at properties all the time and I say, no, not interested, not interested. Numbers may be great, but remember, owning multifamily changes your life. And you have to ask yourself the question, how is this going to change my life? That's the key.